traders. It's Navarro, your head trader, PSC13.com. This is another watchlist video for October 15th, 2021. As you can see, I have my list already here. I'm not gonna go over all of them. I'll probably just get up to NEO and IO. But we're gonna start here with the SPY, what happened, how we traded it, and how it's been profitable. So if y'all remember yesterday on the chat, I did put up this bounce off the trend line and how I believed it was going to continue moving up higher. Today we got better news with financials beating expectations and excuse me for that, beating expectations, and the jobless report being better than expected. So that in itself, plus the pattern, the breakout, just really put the market on a bullish mode, and we did get to trade it, thankfully. And again, thanks to this technical analysis plus the news, it just confirmed that big push, big breakout with a lot of buying pressure, as you can see down here, guys. Now, what can we expect from the SPY in the next coming weeks here? So, we've seen a pullback similar to this one back here, and look at what it did after it broke out of this downtrend. Got that hammer candle down here, had a little bit of a doji candle, but then 1, 2, 3 gap ups, and 4 or 5 actually. So will it do that? Maybe, possibly. So we gotta be ready. We have this little supply zone here where it got rejected, sold off. But if we look at the 1 day 3 minute, it did come over. It's coming back down. So again, all we got to do right now is wait and see what it's going to do. If it comes down and tests the demand zone, which we have some down here, okay, we'll just be ready for it. But again, we need more information. We'll get more information in the morning, and then we can take it from there. So we see some buy zones here, some support levels there. So we'll see what happens. But again, all of this will be done in the morning. Let's get to the watch list right now. 1 day, 1 year. I'm gonna go not get into too much detail. I don't want to make this videos too long. It's Thursday. It's been a long week, and I just want to get this video for informational purposes and so that you all can have an idea of what I'm looking for. So FAMI, we traded this one before. We traded the breakout here, and now it's curling, or it's kind of doing this pullback with a lot of dying volume, so that's a good thing. So if we start seeing a little breakout with an increasing volume, it's really good. That's what we want to see, and you can kind of see a little bit of a trend line there. Anyways, but we got that little curling action. So if we get the break over the 50 EMA, which is at around the 36 level, if we get that break there, then we've got room all the way to the top of the pattern, which is the 0.525 level, 0.5250 level. Now, will this happen in 1 day? Possibly. FAMI can move, but I would expect probably just a candle somewhere here, a candle like this on a possible swing trade, and then hopefully something like this. Again, this is just speculation. It might take more days if it works, or if it works tomorrow and then we hold on for Monday, then that'll be good. But again, this is just ideas. This is not actually what might happen, or it might, I don't know. But we trade what we see, and we're ready for it if it does happen. Then we got Prague. Again, guys, just a huge breakout, came down. You got your flag pattern or ABCD pattern, however you want to see it. Kind of works both ways. Very similar patterns, but I want to say this one is your A, B, C, and then your D pattern. So now it's flagging. This is a true flag. So can we possibly see this to this level here at $3? Possibly, hopefully before earnings. So it might just come up here and then all of a sudden just come back down. AREC, just a beautiful pattern, guys. It's still holding strong. Declining volume within the flag. Remember, that's what we want to see. We want to see the push, the big volume. So let's go ahead and zoom in here a little more. We want to see the big volume on that big push, come down, or test, come back, retest, and then we want to see the breakout, and we do want to see volume here. We want to see volume come in. It's been very steady, which is good with the increasing price action. Now hopefully it breaks out to 280, possibly 3. We got room all the way up to the 180 SMA at the $3.10 level. But again, profit taking when you have it, don't be greedy. RSLS, this one's still in play. It's still doing that little curling action. Came and tested the 50 EMA. Now, how or why can we still hold this? Well, if you all remember ATER, when it was compressing in between the 50 and the 20 EMA, guys, came back down, and then you see this little price compression in between the 50 and the 20, and then eventually, boom, it just took off. So that's what we're expecting with RSLS, which is still in between that 50 and 20 EMA. So you got your stop loss down here in case it doesn't work, right? But right now it's within those parameters. We got the price being compressed by EMAs, which is a beautiful pattern to trade. So we want to see the breakout over that 50 EMA. Has room to 4, so we'll see if it happens. SOFI. Now this one, why? It's been up for days. Well, it might just give us a huge squeeze. It's had the tendency to do that. If we go back here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days of just continued momentum, right? So this one's barely starting, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can expect maybe 1, 2 days, and hopefully just a huge squeeze up. Again, I'm just putting it up here. We gotta trade what we see. If it gives us a setup, then we'll go ahead and go for it. But for now, we just gotta keep it on watch. CHPT. Charge point, guys, right sector, right time. We got this support zone, this buy zone where it came down, got bought back up. You can see where it kept getting bought. Now it's testing that level. If it breaks right over it, can we see something like this? Definitely. CHPT is in the right sector at the right time. We had plug breakout. We have other that might follow plug, and they might be laggers. So we got CHPT, and I do like this one because it held this little zone down here where we had resistance, came back, tested it, and then it broke through it. So that showed strong support. Now it's testing another strong support level, and if it breaks above it, guys, I think that's where it's just gonna take off, because we got the 20 EMA and this support level kind of converging or coinciding at the same exact support level to make that level stronger if it breaks and holds it. So that's why I like CHPT, guys, and that's why I have those 2 green lines there, because that's the important level, which I believe, let's go ahead and get a little closer here. It's the $20 level, so look for that $20 level to become support right above it, and then over that, guys, just look for the volume come in and the breakout. So that's one that's on watch. LCID, guys, again, same EV sector. There's just so much competition going on, but look, it's right at a very powerful zone. It's right in there. So tomorrow we want to see that continuation, that big push, that big breakout over to 28. This one can be a huge mover. We've seen how fast it can move up. I'm hoping we get something like that, because if we look at what's going on here, we see all this volume, all these buyers, and if it would have sold off already, something like this, I think it would have done it already. But look at this, just very controlled, very steady pullback with decreasing volume, with the exception of this day right here. But look at everything else, and now we see a little bit of buying pressure coming in. Now we want to see more buying pressure, and maybe this short is getting squeezed out for that big push. So LCID, definitely a must watch for tomorrow. QS, another EV play. This is a battery play, and with a beautiful pattern. It's oversold right now, but if you look at the 50, the 20, and the 90 EMA, rejection, broke over, broke below, and now it's trading above it, guys. We still got a little bit of time before, maybe a couple of weeks before earnings. So we might see that run up to earnings, and then whatever happens here, we don't care because we just want to trade the breakout. It looks super clean, super good. We got this upper or lower highs, right? This upper trend coming in. We got a little wedge forming here, right where the price compression is at a very critical buy zone here. This is your demand zone. Okay, so we got room to this level here, which was a recent resistance level, and then of course we look for this. Now just keep in mind that QS is a good mover, but will it be a good mover as it's where it is right now? Now this is just a very, very huge momentum. Momentum is barely starting here, so we might see just a little breakout, take profits. If it continues flagging, breaks out, take profits. So for me, that's the way I will approach it, because its earnings are coming up and they're gonna be significant. So that's what I'm looking at in QS. Again, beautiful pattern. I'm ready for it. I'll be ready for it, and hopefully I get my entry. If I don't miss it, I'll be in it. If I miss it, then I'll just wait for another smaller entry or a smaller gain in it, but we'll see what happens. Again, there's so many stocks out there, especially with a SPY breaking out. There's going to be just a lot of movement. BLNK, another charger play, another EV charging play, and we got this supply or demand zone, right, where it keeps getting bought back up. It's a support level. Demand zones is equivalent to a support level. So we've got it here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, guys. That's huge support. This is major support right here. So I'm expecting this one to just continue moving on up, especially after the plug play, the plug run up. And the last one, guys, that I'm gonna go over in this video. Of course, there's more BAC financials, JPM, Nvidia, and PayPal. You can keep those on watch. If they come up, then we'll probably see them on the WhatsApp group. But this one, guys, it's another one where you've got this buy zone, this demand zone, 1, 2, 3, and look at where it got bought back up. But let's forget about this. We know that this zone, if you want me to, just for educational purposes here, we can do this, and that's your zone. And I'm gonna get a close up here, and watch this. It's very close to where the price action is. This could actually be a little higher, so let me activate it. I'm just gonna put it to the most common resistance level right now, which is there. Okay, and then the rest, of course, we got this demand zone, demand. That's where it gets bought. Okay, now what's going on here? Well, what do I see? This is exactly what I see, guys, and hopefully I can draw it perfectly. We got this inverted head and shoulders play. We got the neckline right here, so if it breaks above that, what's that level? 3670. That 3670 level, guys. So what I can do here, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna go and select 3670. Okay, and I know that that's the level that needs to be broken. That's where the resistance is, and that's where support used to be, right? So we can look back at previous support becoming recent resistance, and now we can get that turnaround, right? So if it breaks out, take profits, because it might come back and test it before it continues moving higher. Guys, that is all I have for you. Hopefully this helps you with your trading knowledge and being ready for any kind of trades here. We have small caps, we have mid caps, and we have large caps. So we're getting diversified, guys. Keep on learning, keep on getting better at your trading. So catch you in the next one.